Are you looking to start a career in the industrial environment? Watch this video for guidelines on how to use transferable skills to help you adapt to this new working environment. Hi, my name is Joshua Silva. I'm a project manager here at MFG Tribe. When transferring to a new working environment, specifically the industrial working environment, it's important to adapt, whether it be your workflow or your communication. Adapting to this new industry will help you succeed. With a structured environment, you have consistent daily procedures compared to a dynamic environment where your tasks change daily. It's important to create a system of notes and to-do lists. This will ensure that no important information falls through the cracks. It will just help you stay on top of things. One challenge I faced is knowing how to prioritize those tasks. With this dynamic environment, tasks change, problems occur. Being able to know what tasks you can push back and what tasks need your immediate attention is very important. One way I found to overcome this challenge was making sure that you're always communicating with your team. Knowing what's on their plate will help you determine, what tasks you can push back. It'll also help you not overwork or overload them as far as their daily tasks. One strategy I would say is work on your multitasking. And when I say multitask, I don't mean working on multiple things at once, but actually focusing on one task before you move on to the next one. Because multiple problems arise, so you need to find multiple solutions to those problems. When you're focusing on one task, that'll help clear your head and actually help you think of those multiple solutions. One thing that'll help, especially with new clients, is familiarizing yourself with the client and their services or products. This will definitely help you ensure that you're creating the right content for them and you know the industry and what may change. One way that I familiarized myself with the client and the company is looking at their website, looking at their mission statements, specifically as far as what products they serve, what services they have, and if you get a chance, go and visit their shop, their facility. That way you kind of familiarize yourself with the environment and kind of their working conditions. Continuous learning and staying updated with the industry trends is very important in an industrial environment. There's advancements in the industry all the time. So due to these advancements, products and services may change. Whether it's external factors or even internal factors, to where a company may stop servicing a certain product or they may stop selling a certain product. Well, it's important to know this. That way you know to highlight whether or not their changes affect their clients or customers or affect the industry. So you learn many skills in many different environments, and even though you are transferring into a new industrial environment, some of those skills that you have learned will transfer over very, very easily. Being organized is key to any industry. Being organized helped me ensure that I'm giving my team all the tools to succeed, whether it be documents or important trends that they need to be updated on. Having this available to my team helps them do their job. Time management definitely helps you ensure that all due dates are met, whether it be at a bank or in the industrial settings. You have due dates, and these due dates help with the overall content that you're creating for customers. Teams are everywhere in any industry, so knowing your team is very important. This means learning their learning styles, how they learn. This will help with coaching, and this will help with encouragement as well. So knowing how they respond and what they respond best to will help your team actually work together. Communication is an important skill that's transferable with any environment. One way is to know your client or your customer. Knowing the industry, so compared to let's say a bank. Your customers you see on a weekly basis. So it's gonna be more personal. You're gonna know more about their lives, know more about their family's lives. That way you can adjust their product needs to what you offer. Now compared to an industrial environment, to where you're not really focused on the client, but the business itself. So this is more learning about the business, their products, their services. So it's more of a straight to the point bulletin. They don't want any fluff added. They want to know what's going on, what the plan is, and then what are some solutions or strategies that are gonna guide future content. Some advice I would give if you're transferring to an industrial environment is be confident. Be confident in the skills that you have. Even though you may be new to the environment, you still have skills and you still have value. So definitely be confident. Make sure that you always keep your team in the loop. Make sure they have all the tools that they need to succeed, and ask questions. You are working in a team environment, so even though you may not know the answer to a question, you have a team that may be able to give you those answers. So definitely confidence, communication, and asking questions are three things I would advise. The last thing to remember to ensure a smooth integration into a new working environment is learning the different workflows, because everyone works different, so one workflow for one person may not work for another. Adapting to these different workflows is very important when transitioning. Some steps that will help you adapt to those different workflows is understanding the job description, understanding your role on the team, and then adapting that workflow. These three steps will help ensure that these workflows all actually work together and that everyone's on the same page. When building strong working relationships and collaborating with your team, it's important to follow these steps. Communication is key. Making sure that y'all guys are all communicating and working together is definitely going to help you succeed. Knowing each other's personality traits will actually help you learn how each of you work. That way y'all guys can accommodate each other's and making sure that tasks are being done. Learning styles, making sure that you learn how they learn. That way it'll help with coaching. If there is a problem that arises, you know how to communicate that to your team member, and you ensure that the problem is fixed. Being honest, that's important because you're dealing with content for a client. So you want to be honest about feedback, you want to be honest about what the client wants, and you just want to be honest. That way your team members trust you. It's all about building trust with not only the client, but also your team. And lastly, just building relationships with everyone around you. Everyone in the industry, whoever you meet in the industry, you should, first thing in your mind is, how am I gonna build a relationship with this person? Following these guidelines will help you adapt to the different working environments and help you adapt to your team and how they work. These guidelines will help you succeed in an industry that you may not be comfortable with. These guidelines are actually there to help navigate your way through the transition. Thank you guys for joining in. If you'd like the info, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page. We'll see you next time.